just not want to be live for this?
Oh my god, here we go. Here we are.
Okay.
We're here now, except that nothing is showing up on YouTube. Can you... Okay, here. Okay. We're good.
Okay.
We're
Are we
good,
good?
guys. We're good. We're showing up.
Are we
All
good?
right. So, anyways, as Justin was saying, we're doing 2023 movies because.
Well, we gotta say welcome to Apartment Theater again
I
because
thought we did. Oh.
no, we
No.
didn't.
Right.
No, we said it, but we said it when we weren't live, and now we are live.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
alive. I'm just here. I just exist here.
I've got like something on the bottom of my foot, and I really want one of you guys to scrape it off for me.
Fuck no.
I think
Anyways,
we should get that checked.
welcome to Apartment Theater.
I'll just put my foot.
We're watching 2023 horror movies because my partner tells me that we watch too much old stuff.
Well, he's a fucking idiot, so.
Yeah, but he's my idiot, so.
Yeah, fucking. We watch a bunch of current ass movies and they suck.
It's true.
Yeah.
But today we watched Cobweb, and
We
do you
did.
want to talk about that bio? I know you like reading it, Justin.
I didn't pull it up. Hold on.
Get up
Aw,
in that
shit.
bio. Talk about being unprepared. Wow.
Suck my
He's-
dick.
He gives us shit. Jeez.
What is Streamlabs Ultra? Does anybody know? I don't.
It gives you extra stuff, and then you can also stream on multiple platforms.
I didn't review the movie. I should probably do that. That seems about right. Cobweb, directed by Samuel Bodin, who also directed stuff I've never heard of. So cool. It came out in 2023. Sooner or later, family secrets creep out. 8-year-old Peter is plagued by a mysterious constant tapping from inside his bedroom wall, one that his parents insist is all in his imagination. As Peter's fear intensifies, he believes that his parents could be hiding a terrible, dangerous secret and questions about their trust.
There's a lot to digest in this movie.
And it's weird because it's only 88 minutes.
Yeah, I liked it. I'll start that out. But it did give me deja vu, and I don't know if I heard this story before because of murder cases, because there's been a lot of like murder cases or like stories of child
There's
abuse
just
where
been
they
a
put
lot of
kids in a wall.
murder.
A lot of murder, where they keep people in the walls though, or it was
Or people
another
living in the
movie.
walls.
Yeah, living in the wall. Oh, I think I know why. There is another horror movie where this lady tortures people and then puts them into the walls to preserve them.
What is it?
I don't know. It just came out actually. I don't remember the name.
There was a movie that I watched growing up. I think I saw it when I was 8 years old. It was a movie called Stir of Echoes, and it has Kevin Bacon in it. And there is a girl that gets murdered and put into a wall, and her spirit haunts the house. It freaked me out as an 8-year-old.
So
I feel like
what
this
I've
is
learned-
one of those movies that, like, if you were a kid and you saw this, you would be freaked out by it. And I think that's why I like this movie.
So this movie, let's start with the parents were creepy as fuck,
Mm-hmm.
and they had problems.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, you question it by the end of the movie. But we'll get there. We'll get there. So our main character Peter has a lot of problems. The poor kid has no friends. Is severely bullied by this fucking asshole that I'm so happy him and his cousins got what they deserved. After their
Murdered.
their home invasion. We're gonna make this kid like regret it or whatever. You think they're gonna beat him up? They just go inside the house and start breaking shit. Like what the
Emily
fuck?
laughed when Peter pushed the kid down the stairs.
Oh, I laughed out so hard. I was
Same.
like, you get what you deserve.
I don't know if pushing someone down the stairs is the right move, but I think
His
some
leg
people
was
do.
fucked.
Yeah, well, he also kind of did deserve to get his ass kicked too.
Oh
so-
yeah.
Oh,
hands
yeah.
down. I have
Yeah.
to say, his mother, like, I respect her for having him make a new pumpkin after destroying Peter's and
Yeah.
bringing it in and saying sorry. I'm like, for once, a parent that's not like, no, my kid's psychotic, but he's fine.
No,
he could bully
my
people.
kid's a piece of shit. I hate him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So Peter, poor Peter,
Peter
is
Pumpkin.
plagued by you think he'd eat pumpkins in this movie.
He doesn't.
I mean, he
Is plagued by these
Well,
sounds,
almost
like
did.
in the bio. Eventually, he starts hearing this sound talk to him, and the sound starts kind of just becoming his friend and
this
shaping
movie is actually
his
about
future.
Danny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have friends in my walls, you know.
They're all rats. It's actually 100 rats that live in Danny's walls.
Oh yeah, I'm a master of rats.
I am.
Master of baiters.
I'm pretty sure in the DC universe there's somebody that has that power. But
I
anyway,
I don't think there is. I think you made that up.
no, I'm pretty sure.
I don't think that there's a DC superhero that summons rats from the walls.
Hold on.
Get in the
DC
comments. Somebody tell
superhero.
us. Get in the comments. Let
No
us
one's-
know.
No one's coming.
Someone will in
A
30
spell in
years.
Blackgate Prison turned a rat exterminator Otis Flanagan into a hardened criminal. After his release, he declared world, yada yada yada, using deadly poisonous gases and leading an army of sewer rats.
Yeah,
Yes.
sewer rats, but they're not wall rats.
They're the
Close
same
enough.
thing.
Wall rats are.
Anyways,
Mice and rats are different, all right?
so this poor kid.
Mice
Yeah.
are small.
Yeah, but
when did mice come into this?
yeah,
story?
we were talking about rats.
Yeah,
Whatever.
hold on.
House rats are different than sewer rats. Sewer rats are.
No, they're the same.
They are veterans to the wilderness. They've seen shit.
They have literally.
They
Yeah.
know the Rat King because they are it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, rat kings are something else, let me tell you. But anyways,
what's
so
happening here.
these kids are painting pictures for their teacher. They're in whatever grade you are when you're 8. I think it's 4th. I don't
Thanks.
even know.
Thanks, Cass. What the fuck?
That was hot. I'm into it.
You're welcome.
Where he painted a horrifying photo of him laying in bed with everything around him blackened out and saying, "Help me." So, as a teacher should, she
As
was
you do when you're a
concerned.
kid.
I don't know if her going to the child's house was the smartest of ideas.
Okay,
Have you
see,
ever had a teacher come to your house?
no.
No, but I think in smaller towns that is
Yeah.
a thing.
Yeah.
I don't even
if
think
you,
that was a small town, though. That was
I-
a big school.
I felt like it kind of gave me small town vibes. But,
Yeah.
okay, here's my biggest, like, weird gripe about the whole, like, picture thing, is that literally they were all drawing scary pictures. And the teacher even says, the other kids drew monsters and witches, but he drew this. And I'm like,
Yeah.
Okay.
okay?
In
Like,
fairness, if it didn't say "help me," I
I-
don't think she would have done that.
I don't know. He was like, because to me, I was a fucking weird ass kid, and I would probably make some
Still are.
dumbass shit like that just to be a fucking creep. Like,
Yeah, but he was showing signs prior to that. Like prior to that, he was like, "I don't want to go to recess."
he
and all that
was.
stuff. So like, I feel there was a little like build up that makes sense. I still don't think she should have went to the house. I also thought the dad was gonna kill her like 6 times.
Oh yeah, same.
That dad had problems. Like,
Oh
Have you
yeah.
guys watched The Boys?
No, not
no,
yet.
John did say he's from the boys. That was
Yeah,
the
he
thing
plays
about this.
Homelander, and
Mhm.
yeah, dude, this guy. I hope that I get to see him do other things besides play fucking scary ass dude. Cause I think that he's got a lot of range, and I like seeing him. But I feel like he always plays. Well, from what I've seen so far, it's either scary dad guy or it's Superman that's homicidal.
I
Mm,
feel like those are pretty on par.
yeah.
Because
Yeah.
they did kill people. So these parents,
Well, the well,
Uh-oh.
I don't know who was in their garden.
who fucking knows? I think
It was the kid from Halloween. The little girl that went missing.
Yeah, so I think that was
Oh,
the
I guess the daughter killed her,
Mm-hmm.
and they were
yeah, like
hiding
I
it.
think
Yeah.
that's what it is, man. My
Yeah, the daughter
freaking-
killed her, and then that's when I'm assuming they stuck her in the wall to hide her away.
So this character gave me mild a mom from Coraline, the the spider mom.
Yeah, it was like a
vibes.
weird mix of that and then the girl from The Ring, Samara.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
I like the detail of having the long hair, like showing that
Mhm.
she was locked away, so she has this long,
Yeah.
raggedy hair.
mhm.
I do love that he did a Rapunzel kind of thing when her hair
Uh-huh.
was down there.
I was waiting for that. By the way, that
Um,
shot was really fucking cool.
there were some really cool shots
Oh
in
my
this.
God.
Like the nightmare scenario where it's the dad
Yes.
talking to him, and then
Yeah.
his mom comes running down, and you think it's
Uh-huh.
gonna be the big horror thing, and it just goes pitch black, and you still hear her running, and then she appears,
Yeah.
and before there could be even a jump stinger sound, it just
It just
the
flips you all
the
fucking
camera
over
flips
place.
around. Yeah,
Which,
they
like,
they like to do the camera tricks in this movie.
Oh,
like,
yeah, they do. I don't know if you guys did this, but I slowed down the dream sequence like 7 times and
no, I did
watched
not do
it
that.
frame by frame. And literally his dream is a premonition.
Hmm.
It's really fucking cool. Like,
Hmm.
yeah.
I do think there was like love for the kid though. I do think the parents loved him. But I thought they were gonna like friggin' axe him out when the father's just like, this is bad crop, so we have to dig it and then try again and hope the next one's better. And it's like, are they gonna whack the kid and try to have another one?
Yeah.
So, all right. So we didn't do this for the show. We did this for like our precursor podcast. But you guys remember that movie Parents that we watched? The one about the kid that was trying to figure out if his parents were cannibals?
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of that movie.
A little bit, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's something that I noticed about this movie too, is that it feels like it was told from the kid's perspective.
Yeah. Yeah, because everything's a lot, like the house is a lot bigger.
Yeah, the house feels bigger. It feels like a lot of the shots are really like low angles and pointing up. So yeah, just the shooting of this movie was really cool in general.
Did a helicopter just go by someone's house?
Danny's. I don't know about you guys,
What can
but
I say? It's
There's
deeply-
a riot happening outside her house.
Yeah, basically. I deeply enjoyed the shadow scenes
Yeah.
and like how
so my
weird
thing-
those were and just sort of like creepy.
My thing was one of my favorite actual scenes was when the parents were arguing, fighting, like whispering, fighting, and he was at the stairs, that perfect shadow, and he's in between
Yep.
them.
Yep.
Oh, that was so good.
Yeah, I
But-
like that one a lot.
So this movie has like, you can predict the jump scares,
Mm-hmm.
but they aren't typical jump scares. Like, you know it's about to happen, but it's
There's
like,
no
it's
loud
different.
sting to him.
Yeah.
Like when the dad shows up next to the car, there's no sting. He's just standing
He's just there. Yeah.
Yeah, that
Or the
is-
mom in the bedroom.
Okay,
Yeah.
that
Mhm.
that teacher should have called like the police like 6 times over.
Oh yeah. That's what makes me feel like it's small town, because you like in that situation you would have called like the cops or the CPS, and like she just didn't. She just like
See,
butted
that's
into
one
somebody's
thing, like,
business.
John's just like, they have no evidence for them to go check, and I'm like, no, if you're threatening a child or saying that a child's being threatened, they will look into it. So the
Mhm.
police would have, like, if she called them the second time, like, this kid called me, and they went there and they opened
Mhm.
the door to the insanity,
Mhm.
then it would be, yeah, the kid will get out.
Yeah.
I wish that there were more scenes of maybe them just like the parents seeming more normal. Like when she's on the phone talking to the teacher,
Yeah.
it sounds more like horror-esque still. And I'm like, I
Yeah.
wish it would have sounded like more natural of a
I
conversation.
well, I think that was the point. I think they were trying to make the parents out like they were the big bad guys when in reality
Well, yeah,
they
no,
really
no,
kind of
no,
weren't.
no. I get that, and I get that it's supposed to be like he's seeing it from like his angle. Like since it is more like I guess I would like to have seen it where it was like a dual thing of like you're seeing what he's seeing, but then you're also maybe seeing like what the parents are seeing too, so it makes you question it a little bit
Mm-hmm.
more of like who's going against
Question,
who here.
questioning
Yeah.
reality.
I will say this: the reveal of the sister when they showed her face, that looked really stupid.
Yeah. I was expecting.
Yeah, it was a little silly.
I was
I,
expecting a little bit more. I understand they were going for a spider effect because they had
Mm-hmm.
a very hard like hint of all the spiders. That's also why I thought Cass would love this character because
Mm-hmm.
I was like, Cass is gonna love this character.
She real spooky. I
it's
like
just
her.
when they show like everything else was cool until they
Mhm.
showed her face, and I'm like, you
Yeah, and
should not have shown her face. It looked really bad.
Or at
yeah.
least done something else.
I mean, I liked her eyes reflecting the light because that's like something that little spider eyes will do. They'll reflect the light and they look like little stars. Um,
They are little stars.
they are little stars.
Oh.
Oh.
They're so good for the
Um,
environment.
depends on the spider.
It does. We do have some invasives here too. Yeah, she was just cool.
Also, some of the things that she was saying too, because she was just like in her like grumbling little voice, going like, "They put me away and did this. I was born here. And I was just in my mind. I just went, I was born here. Who did buy it?
Just going
Also-
full Bane.
Also, when the mom just kept going, Peter, Peter, and then I.
You thought of Lois.
I did, Peter.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
I was just, oh my god, yeah. When we finished watching the movie, we both were like, dude, the movie was great until they showed what she looked like. It was like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that ruined it. Like,
Mhm.
it
They
didn't
could've-
ruin the movie, but it was like, it really
They
dampened
ruined
it.
the character a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like,
They could have kept her face like covered in hair and stuff because they
Mhm.
obviously made a point of having a lot of hair, so they could have done a lot with that hair to cover the face.
Mm-hmm.
And then it keeps the curiosity because the whole time I was severely curious of what this thing looked like.
Like, I think they could have just made her like gross looking. Like she should
Like,
not have nice teeth. Like, she has not been brushing those bitches. Like, and like we don't know what she's been eating and stuff in those walls. Like, I can't imagine
Drywall.
that. Yeah, like
She's eating house candy. Duh, you just
Yeah.
rip it from the walls and munch on it.
yes,
So-
yeah.
the mother obviously is taking care of that child that we never
Mhm.
learned a name. Oh, and I
It's
know, I
Sarah.
think we do.
Yeah.
Sarah.
Wouldn't she have cut her hair though?
I don't.
I think she was
wants
too afraid.
weapons.
Yeah, I think she was too afraid to go near her.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Because like we did see that she walked out of the clock with a water, like a water jug. So she definitely gives her water.
Do you have your window open?
Yes, I do actually.
Close your fucking window.
It's fine. We're halfway through.
It sounds like a riot is happening outside.
You know, look
At
the
one
news.
point, it sounded like a helicopter went by. We just heard like several cars go by,
Okay, give me a second.
and it's
calm
it's not
yourself.
even like a faint like hint of a car like for mine. It's just like the car's in the room with her.
Mm-hmm. A little
the
bit,
car
yeah.
is coming from inside the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is the front bedroom with the front window, so.
Yeah. But yeah, so there was a scene too that I liked of her like crawling up along the ceiling. That was a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, I liked.
Yeah.
They took so I have like things about like when people take characters and have them crawl around, the rooms and crap. Is
Now the
There-
dogs want to talk.
I know.
Ryder, shut the fuck up.
He's a good boy. He is a good boy.
Except for
But
and there's your mom.
this is what happens when you visit home.
Oh my god.
But anyways, so
Are you I'm sorry. Danny, are you messing with something right now? Put it down.
I'm fidgety. What do you
Stop.
want from me?
It's because it's so loud.
Okay. Anyways, so
I'm gonna staple your arms to you.
that obviously that girl, with how quickly she killed all those people.
Yeah.
Why didn't she kill her mother when she goes to like give her stuff? Because she's not locked in there.
She's
Like,
not chained up. Yeah.
Yeah, she's not chained up. So like, is it like one of those things where it's like, well, it's my mother. I'm not gonna kill her.
Probably.
So.
Like,
yeah, but then she kills her.
because
No, she doesn't kill her. Peter kills her unintentionally.
but
Well,
he's coerced.
No, I thought you were talking about the mom. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, no. I feel like the mother, I feel like there's probably turmoil between that father and mother. Like, the father wanted the daughter to die, and the mother's just like, that's my baby. Like, no. There was like severe Stockholm. Like, that guy definitely is horrible.
See,
And she is definitely controlled by what he thinks.
I'm surprised at how much crawl space there is.
Yeah.
I'm like, how can you just?
It's an old farmhouse.
Yeah,
can you-
older houses have that.
Sometimes. Motherfucker.
guess.
Well, yeah, like a lot of olders will have that, especially in the 1800s. So like, servants will walk around that way, so then they don't have to like walk through the house to be seen in the house, kind of thing.
Also,
There's like there's a better term for it, but that's you see that a lot in like 1800 like rich people houses. Like they have a way for the servants to go around.
so there's another thing too that I wanted to point out. For a lot of horror movies that we watch, this one actually felt like a Halloween movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's so many goddamn pumpkins everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, what
And-
is that backyard?
Right? They were just growing pumpkins in their backyard.
All I was thinking was like, oh, well, Cass would live here.
Yep.
They were growing
Precisely.
pumpkins, and they weren't even serving pumpkins. Like,
They weren't
made
doing
one-
anything with them.
She
They-
made pumpkin soup.
one time, because he asked, since I can't go out on Halloween, can
Yeah.
we carve pumpkins? So she
Yeah, no.
aggressively carves the pumpkins.
No. I'm saying like the soup that they ate, wasn't it not like pumpkin soup?
Mm.
I don't know.
It had
It's
cinnamon
rat
in it,
poison
though.
Soup.
I
Yeah.
could. It had rat poison. Does rat poison smell like cinnamon?
I don't think so.
Because I
don't
was
know.
questioning that. I'm like, I don't want to just go in and sniff it real quick, but I'm also
think-
curious.
Well, here's the thing. I don't
does.
think it does because you
I'm gonna
can't
Google
make
this.
stuff smell like that and like keep
Does
and have
rat
it in a
poison
house.
Smell like cinnamon.
Like because kids would eat it.
Maybe they should.
And like I don't think it's legal to like make stuff smell like that. Like poison smells sweet and like good.
Yeah, I mean, like, I guess it also
I don't
really
know.
it just depends on what you like.
They're made of fusin-foil infused wax, which is usually fragranced with a sweet smell that appeals to rodents.
Why did you say it like an ooh girl when you said, you said infused? Like
Infused? Wait,
You-
did I say?
you said it like infused.
Did I?
It was like you did.
I'm hanging around an Irishman too much.
Was he ooh-wooing all the time?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, I love the Irish accent.
Yeah, this movie was pretty great. Also, wait, hold on. That girl in the middle of the road. What the fuck?
Get the fuck out of the
Oh.
road. Kids, man, they yearn for the middle of the road.
So, Google says rat poison often smells and tastes like food. It can be attractive to children and pets.
Huh.
So,
I
And
guess
me.
that's why you're supposed to have it in high places.
yes.
Or in a
makes more
locked
sense.
cabinet.
Or in this movie, in your soup.
Yeah.
Yummy.
Add some real flavor to it.
Hmm. Yeah.
When they start like throwing up everywhere, like holy crap. He deserved it. They deserved it. Let's be honest. Like there's a mild point that they deserved. If they didn't lock him in the basement as punishment, I'd be a little more like, maybe they don't deserve
I was
that.
really surprised by the teacher being able to fight off this thing. Like,
Right?
why did she just all of a sudden have like combat skills or something?
I don't.
Right.
She's a substitute teacher. She could have like been
What
doing
the
something
fuck was
else.
she?
Yeah.
What was she doing?
Who knows?
Taekwondo, I don't know.
Yeah.
Military.
I feel like personally, I think the parents were already super abusive, and like the original kill that this girl made was actually the parents doing it,
Yeah.
and like basically blaming her, or she did do it and acted out because they were hyper controlling, and either, in my head, my backstory is that she kidnapped the girl to have a friend, and her parents didn't like that, and so her parents killed the girl and then locked the sister away and like basically tormented her. Because
I was
like
thinking-
that deep-seated shit that those two have, like
Well,
weirdly
with the-
robotic speech
I was
patterns
thinking-
and stuff. Like,
the girl dying, I was thinking one of two things. It was their daughter and they killed her,
mm-hmm.
and then decided to have a boy, or like you said, like the daughter killed somebody and they're hiding it. But also, it could be years because that girl's probably in her teens now.
Yeah,
I'd
she's at least a
assume.
teenager.
And he's 8.
Mm-hmm.
So before he was born, this happened. So that's 8 years of trying to cover up a murder that is
Mhm.
still under. So I can see, like, slowly but surely them just getting so anxious about, like, doing something wrong and being found out, because they might be embarrassed by the daughter. They could actually like the daughter and want her alive. They just don't want her in public.
Yeah.
Which I don't know.
I was thinking that if anything, she killed somebody on Halloween, and that's why they didn't allow the kid to go trick or treating. Is because they don't want him to potentially,
Also kill
cause an-
somebody.
yeah. And
It runs in the family.
and also, like I think with the pumpkins being exaggerated too. I think that they are. Yeah, since it's since it's supposed to be like perspective of like an 8-year-old kid, I don't think there was really that many pumpkins there. I think there's probably like a few. I don't
Yeah.
think there was like that, like this huge thing of it,
Mm-hmm.
because our memories lie to us all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think she killed somebody on Halloween, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so like him thinking about Halloween, maybe like that
Mm-hmm.
heightens like the feel
Triggered, yeah.
of the house more.
One thing I do like about this bully side character is they didn't make him like a pinnacle part of the story. Like,
Yeah.
they did a good job of like, well, here's this bully, we're gonna subtly keep him in there, and we're gonna use them for battering bait to show how psychotic the sister is when she gets out. Like, they didn't like shove this character in your face. You already like pretty much dislike the kid, and then you severely dislike the kid as soon as his older cousins go to destroy a house.
Mm-hmm.
Which, like, why are you going and destroying somebody's house? Like, if you want to beat up the kid, you wait for him to leave and beat up the kid. You don't go inside his house.
Why are teenagers
Mm-hmm.
coming in with baseball bats to beat up an 8-year-old?
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
there
That was the
like,
thing that I was like, well, hold up. Who the fuck
Mhm.
would do this?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There's people that would do that, though.
Sure,
Mm-hmm.
but I just was like, I don't know. There's
Then they got their shit handed to them.
yeah.
Thought. I have a thought.
Yes.
I have a theory.
Okay.
So, you know
a
how...
game theory.
I have a game theory. So, what if the girl that went missing, that Sarah presumably killed, was Sarah's bully that she killed on Halloween? And then she ends up, because she ends up telling Peter, like, you can't let them treat you like that. You have to fight back.
Yeah.
And she's the one who's like, you know, deal with it, you know?
I was...
And so that natural angry tendency is there, and she's basically teaching him it. Then again, she learned it from her fucking parents, who are also bullies. Yeah. So...
I was also considering the parents were in some kind of occult shit. Like, I mean, for all we know, they could have been having a lot of miscarriages. Then they're like, please, I don't know, pray to somebody, and then they
because this girl got some fae shit going on.
Yeah, like, there is...
And I think that's what I like about her so much. Is that...
Yeah, because we know don't fuck with the fae. Like,
she's got some fae shit going on. Like...
Some what shit going on?
Fae. Like, she's a fairy. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't fuck with fae. Like, you leave them be.
Justin doesn't know about the fae.
It's
okay.
Justin, you don't know how
there are not
like
nice...
No.
There are not nice fairies out there who do not nice things and will just kind of fuck around with you.
My cousin Greg isn't a nice fairy.
There was like I'm also kind of happy at the same time though they didn't like do some kind of religious thing in there. I was expecting her to be. Like,
I actually liked that there was no religious connotation to this at all.
Because usually there's always like severe religion like impact into these movies. Like that's why they don't like. She never gives a clear like we don't celebrate Halloween because of this. Like we just don't celebrate Halloween.
Well, they don't tell her. They don't like info dump you either about her.
Yes.
And it's like, why the fuck can she run up on the wall or like run up on the ceiling? It's like,
yeah, like is she
don't know.
That's why I'm like,
don't need to.
I mean, she says she taught herself how to climb. I mean, when all you have is fucking walls that are only...
She was bit by a radioactive spider in the wall.
Thick.
The original Spider-Man.
You fucking teach yourself how to climb. Now, I don't think she'd be able to climb up a sheer fucking wall the way she did, but...
I mean, we did get, like, a mild, like, I guess, story of her. Like, like, our parents didn't like me. They built me a basement, and then you came along, and then they built me a cellar.
She could have been lying, though.
Yeah,
it's true. She could have.
But we did see her cage.
Well, yeah, but she also was manipulating him the whole time to get open the door.
Yeah.
So.
I also like that they do a lot with her hands. I like kept her hands like creepy.
Yeah.
Let's see what else about this movie. Like,
is there anything else?
I mean, she fucks those guys up. Oh, I know. She was supposed to be quote unquote caged, and then she reveals like all the shadows and creaks in the house. Where you just locked me doesn't keep me in because I obviously get around. And
she was actually Miley Cyrus the whole time.
Yeah. I want to know though at the end is if he's in a new home.
Yeah.
Like, or is that a nightmare?
I think it's a little of both.
Because she's like, while you're in this house, it's like, well, his parents are dead. He's definitely not going to be staying in this house anymore.
No. Which, it's a different bedroom than the one in that house. So, yeah, it has to be, like, an adoptive situation.
The teacher adopted him.
Yeah, the teacher adopted him, or he's staying with other family or something like that. But she says, I'll always be with you. You'll always be thinking of me, kind of thing. Which is true.
See, at that point, like, I would, like, take it more as, like, a twin almost, like, having, like, a fucked up, like, deformed twin come out, but just to be like, I'm always with you, because otherwise, like, how else will she know where he is? Like, she's not gonna move around in the daylight. Like, she obviously does not want to be seen. So it's like
No,
if he's driving around place to place.
Yeah, I think it's just the trauma.
Oh, yes,
You know, I
trauma
think it's
helps you
just the
teleport.
trauma.
You know, with
Mhm.
the parent trauma thing, it
Mhm.
also kind of reminded me of that movie that we watched that was Hatching.
Oh yeah.
Kind of had like a tinge of it, like a little bit of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But
I think it's just refreshing to have a 2023 movie, like, other than, like, Talk to Me, because I thought Talk to Me was great. Which
I'm
also,
astounded by Talk to Me. It was almost perfect for me.
which is the episode before this one. But
No, we
is it
watched.
It was
No,
it was the first week
oh,
Yeah.
look,
of October.
it's been a
the
very
one we
oh
watched-
yeah, Frankenstein was last week.
You guys loved that movie and you don't even remember it. Wow.
This one was a better movie than Angry
Yeah.
Black Girl and Her Monster.
Well, I will agree with that because I fucking hated that one.
I know you did.
And it's just refreshing to see, like, newer movies that aren't horrible. 'Cause it's like, for the past couple years, even, like, the new movies have constantly been pretty melancholy. Like, I have barely been, like, impressed with a lot of, except foreign movies. Foreign movies know what's going on.
Hold on now. I watched Nope, and I thought that was great. I thought the
I
monster for that was really fucking cool.
I have not watched that movie.
Hatching was one that we watched as well,
Hatching was good.
but that's also foreign movies.
Exactly.
But
Foreign movies know what they're doing.
like I mean, there's if I could,
I'd have to find a list because I don't know what the fuck came out in the past 3 years.
But the point, that's the point, though, at the same time, is there's so many things that came out in the past 3 years that you, like, can't really think of, like, 10 off the top of your head, or even 5.
Well, I don't know what the fuck came out. I don't pay attention to when
But
things came out.
That's more, like, the point, is it's refreshing to finally see decent movies.
Let's see. X, I watched that.
Haven't.
It's great. Possessor, that's a good one.
Haven't
That's
seen it.
by David Cronenberg's son. He also did a movie called Infinity Pool. Great. Invisible Man, fantastic. Loved
Invisible Man is good.
it. Let's see. Hold on. Prey. We watched Prey.
Prey was good.
Yeah, and then I haven't seen Pearl yet. For some reason, Smile's on this list, and I
heard so many people say that movie was good.
I hated it. I fucking hated it.
There was a lot of people that have told me that, like, you need to watch Smile. If you do a horror podcast, you need to watch Smile.
Yeah,
Smile.
I've heard that too.
I thought you guys watched it. Someone told me it sucked, and I was like, I watched it and it sucked, and they were like, it was Other Danny. That's who I talked
The
to.
names.
Barbarian. That was a great one too. I highly recommend that. And
Well,
then
at the end of the day, this movie was pretty good. You can find it on pretty much anything. I watched it on Flickr, whatever.
hold on, I've got more. More.
Well, you can tell us more after the episode ends.
No. Because since you said that there's no good movies, Censor. That was a great movie. That's about video nasties.
I never said there was no good movies. I said
Swallow.
barely.
Swallow is fantastic. It made me realize I need to get therapy. I don't know how to say this, but it's Titania. It's the one about the chick that fucks a car. Great movie. Invisible Man, Prey. I haven't seen these. I heard Beau is Afraid is really good. Crimes of the Future is great. The Menu is amazing. Love that movie.
Menu was good.
Bones and All. That's one we watched as well.
Good, yeah.
Incredible. And then X. Yeah. There's been plenty of really good fucking movies coming out. So I think, like I've said before, these past few years and stuff, like, we've been having some fucking bangers coming out. Some straight goblin tracks happening.
I think
Good.
Trauma.
You what?
I think all the newer movies are, a lot of them, not all of them, are younger directors that probably have a lot of trauma and they're broadcasting it in the movies.
I mean,
yeah. That's
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not necessarily the directors, but the writers for sure.
Oh yeah, yeah. But on that note, I got nothing more about this movie. So Justin, why don't you
Yeah, get us out of
tune
here.
us out?
We watched The Wailing, and that movie was, well, two of us watched The Wailing, and that movie was fucking incredible.
I cannot believe this. Okay. Oh, Bodies. That's another one. I see, because I don't know when movies come out. I'm just like, whatever. Evil Dead Rise came out. That was good.
That was good.
Yeah, it wasn't
I
like
haven't-
perfect, but
No, it wasn't perfect, but it was good. It stayed true to the Evil Dead franchise,
so yeah.
which is all I could
All
ask
right.
for.
There's plenty out there, guys. Don't listen to Danny. Danny's wrong, as always. Okay. Follow us on Spotify. If you like cats, like the video. There's Gomez. He just did a little.
I love Gomez.
He's just a void with eyeballs.
There's nothing going on in that brain of his.
There really ain't.
Just staring off. We
Should
are
look
on
high.
social medias if you want to follow us there. We never update them at all ever. We're locked out of Patreon, so who the fuck knows what's happening there?
When did we get locked out of there?
I told Danny.
Oh, you did tell me that. You
This
did
was
tell me
months
that.
ago. I said, Danny, I need the password reset. And what does
Yeah.
she do? It's been months.
It's fine. Continue.
I'm never getting back into the Patreon. Just Venmo me some money, guys. I swear it'll go to a good place.
My
What else?
butt cheeks.
Yeah, we're gonna get Cass some fat ass plant.
Yes.
Ass plants?
Ass plants.
Ass
That's a thing.
implants.
Ass plants. Yep.
Ass plants. We're gonna get Cass a nice set of badonkers too, just to round her out. So if you want to subscribe to that, you can by going to my Venmo. But yes, subscribe because we only have 10 subscribers on YouTube. So and that's where we stream now. And yeah, you can watch the show live. If you click the bell, it'll tell you when we're streaming as well.
Mm-hmm.
Danny streams as well. It's Cuddly Macaroon. It's on Twitch and YouTube. And I stream on YouTube. It's Digital Ban. Cass
Only screams into the void.
screams into the void. So if you want to listen to that, you just got to open your windows
Yep.
and get the fuck out. Bye.